So you have done this 100 times. Your search got too big to fit in the URL, so you moved the filters into body and sent it as a post. And the second you picked post, you told every cache, proxy, CDN, and retry layer the same quiet lie that this might change something. So don't cache it and don't you dare retry it. None of that's true. A search is read-only and repeatable, and you knew it when you wrote it. But post was the only body-bearing method everyone supports for a read. So you inherited its pessimism as a packet deal. Here's the thing, we blurred three words that ain't the same. Safe means read only. You want an answer, not a change. Idempotent means 10 identical sends land you where one would, which is what lets a retry layer safely replay after a dropped connection. Cacheable means the response can be stored and replayed without hitting the origin. Get has all three, so you never had to separate them until you need a body. So draw a 2x2. Get is safe, but it has no usable body. Post carries any body, but it's not safe and not guaranteed to be idempotent. Put and delete are idempotent, but they are writes. And the cell you actually wanted, safe, idempotent, and carries a body, sat empty for 20 years. No method meant it is a read, it repeats, and it won't fit in a URL. And no, get with a body was never the fix. RFC 9110 gives a body on get no defined meaning. The spec even lets a server reject the request and close the connection. A body on a method that shouldn't have one is a classic smuggling vector. And out in the real world, plenty of proxies just strip the body off before it reaches you. Undefined behavior wearing a read method's clothes. Last month, that empty cell got filled. In June 2026, the IETF published RFC 10008, the HTTP query method. Standard track, a real registered method now. Query is a safe and idempotent like get, but it carries a body like post. And two things do the real work here. The first, the cache key. And this is the real reason post couldn't be cached. Cache is key on the URL, but two different searches hit the same URL, say product search, and differs only in the body. Key on the URL alone, and the second search gets handed back the result of the first one. Wrong answer. So body bearing read was never safely cacheable. A post just gives up and says don't cache me. Query fixes it at the spec level. Section 2.7 makes it a normative must. The cache key must include the request body, not just the URL. Now those two same URL searches are two correct, separate entries. Second, content length. Per section 2.3, a successful response can hand you back a plain URL that you can get the exact results. Complex query in, clean cacheable resource out. Now the honest part. Ratified isn't deployed. Every box on the path, client, framework, proxy, WEF, CDN has to grow a real support before a query request survives the round trip. A lot of them today route an unknown method through as an opaque token. Or worse, a WEF that's not heard of query blocks it as an anomalous traffic. And the semantics don't tunnel with it. Caching and idempotency only show up when a box on the path actually implements query. Browsers are their own asterisk. Fetch integration is still in progress. The issue's still open as I record this. So this isn't call fetch URL with method query today and ship it. Not yet. So the verdict splits. Design toward query now Model your search endpoints as the safe, idempotent, body-bearing reads they always were. Depend on it end-to-end only once you have walked a real request through your own path and watched it come back correct. Because query is the first HTTP method that lets a body-bearing read tell the truth to the caching and retry machinery that's been sitting under all of us for decades. The breakdowns in the blog, the RFC section, the Elasticsearch_search hack, the whole security surface. Links in the description.